Today is Monday. It's January 28th, and this is my recap. I had Cat on the scanner this morning. They reported earnings and gapped down, so I wanted to see was a continuation. Then besides that, I had my proxy stocks on watch, but nothing else. It was rather quiet until like 9 o'clock when NVDA came out with some news and a lower guidance. So it dropped from about 150 down to 130-ish, 135, and then at the open down to 132. But it wiped out all my levels and it took AMD, Intel, and some other stocks with it. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating, like you finish just your pre-market preparation and then some news pops up and ruins your whole trading plan for the day. So you have to redo over everything. Well, may that as it be. Out of the open, I just traded Caterpillar, but I didn't like the action very much. I mean, it traded lower onto the open. So what I wanted to see was the continuation low. But after the open, we just spiked up here, and I had planned for 129 maybe a retest. I didn't like the action here, so I just took a start as we broke VWAP. But we chopped around a lot, and there was still some. I just didn't like the action, so we jumped up and down, and it looked like it would make like a relief move, and I didn't want to get caught in it, so I took off half like for 20 cents, and just stuck with the rest of a position. I bumped up my size today and had a little trouble all day, as I was a little hesitant or too hesitant for the new size, and had to adjust. So when I saw it find support, I took off more, and the final piece here, by instead of adding to my position, I accidentally closed it. So when I tried to jump in on the break of the $0.50, I got a really bad fill, like at 26 instead of like in the 40s. So that was kind of took off like all the fun, and I just closed it immediately, as you can see, and I didn't even wait for it to bounce. That was so. And after that, I didn't do much for a while. I traded Baba. I have watched it out of the open, and like when the market found the bottom here, I didn't like the setups, so I didn't have a clean entries, and I didn't trust it. SPY was selling off, and NVIDIA was going wild. So I just kept watching until until 10:30. Yeah. So I had some levels, and like this 158 level, and I saw it retest, and I saw a big order. It tested it a couple times, and I placed a rather big position. For me, it's a bigger position at 58 cents. Now 98 cents got filled with a 4-cent stop, and we didn't break the 158 level, traded off. So this was a nice trade, but I was a bit impatient here, and I didn't wait for the $0.50 to hit, but I did really good here. I saw this candle form, and then I placed my stop on the high and was taken out, and it was a good call. Then later here, I tried the retest again with 158. I did the same and placed my offer just below, but didn't like it. And what I did really good was I watched the prints and the time in sales, and I saw prints at 158 in 100 share sizes, and they were coming more and more, and the offer was taken all the time. So I just took my trade off, and like seconds later we spiked up here to like 20 cents. And I'm glad I didn't put in a hard stop, because I would have gotten filled like at, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 20 cents. So it was a really good trade, even though it was a small loss. But I mean, it was just 4 cents, maybe 2 cents, 2 cents to be precise. So then I kept watching it. I saw it test 158.50s. I had this 159 area as the next entry and possible resistance in, but I saw it test the 158. I didn't trade it. I didn't take a trade here, as I didn't trust it, and thought we might like go higher again. So, but I saw it retest this level and hesitated. And as we cracked down here, I just took a starter, and we sold off nicely. There wasn't much volume in it yet. So coming into 10 cents, my first initial target here at 10 cents wasn't hit. Like we only traded down to 12 cents. So on the next test, I just moved my order up and up and up and up by the cent to take out half and take a partial profit, and moved my stop here. I was lucky to not get taken out here. I should have added back here, but at that time it looked like it would flag and maybe make the run up here. So I just stuck to the position, took more off here at the EMA and this former support below 158. Took more off here, and I was too early here below the $0.50 157. I had VWAP as target, but we traded very slowly and market started to bounce, and so I just when we like into the 40s, I took off the rest, and yeah, was okay. It wasn't I only had like 30 shares left here, so that was okay. It was a decent trade. So next I traded um, NVDA to catch the bounce. So as NVIDIA tried it very widely, I mean, it dropped like 20 points. I saw it find support at this 131 level, but I didn't like. It was trading very volatile, and I couldn't I couldn't put in the right amount of risk to just to take an entry, because like the next supports I had down were like at this 30 level and then 28ish. So it was too much of a move, and I didn't like the distance to VWAP, even though it's like 3 points, which is like huge for NVIDIA. Um, but I just watched it. I watched this. Watched it when it tested 137, but didn't take a trade, as it still was strong and trading very wild. But when we got close to 130, above 137 and into 138, I got interested again. So on the spike above 138, I took a small stab at it, and I know it's like I took 50 cents out of here, uh, which was okay. And then later I saw it test below 140, and we consolidated. That wasn't a clean entry, but I took a stab, and I really shouldn't have taken any position here, and I stuck to it and eventually added more to it at 141. I had 142 as my next level, but I saw it like hesitate here, and it looked like it would drop, so I I added another quarter here, and like took off partials into the support level, and the rest here on the retest of 140, because I thought we make another move higher, but we didn't. 140 broke, and I got faked out. Like we tested 140 and lifted back to 11 cents, and I had my stop like at 10 cents, and like when the bid stepped to 11 cents, I just took off the trade, and yeah, of course, we broke like seconds later and dropped another dollar. Yeah, kind of a bummer. But yeah, that were my trades in NVIDIA. So not much action since, and we're in lunch hour now, and I'm gonna call it a day. I'm green on all my 3 trades today.